News is service of Progressive Windows and Doors. I'm John Matthews. The big story for 7:30, the Hinton Mesonet, which is located off Bethel Road, recorded 2 wind gusts over 100 miles an hour in the wee hours of Monday, which represents the 10th and 11th highest gust in Mesonet history at 102.2 and 100.6 miles per hour. The Mesonet's located on the farm of Brittany Huckel, who reported damage from the high winds.
We've lost one barn that was about 124 years old, is almost completely flattened. It's got one little spot that's still standing in the middle. An equipment shed that was built in the early 2000s is mid-air. I'm not real sure how, but it is. And so that one's kind of hanging mid-air, lost a couple of pivots, several roofs off of outbuildings and things, just lots of damage around.
The winds also toppled over a truck pulling a camper on I-40 in the Bethel Road area. With the recent high winds, residents in Custer County are encouraged to report any wind damage, says Emergency Management Director Hardy Spurley.
If anybody did have property damage, they can always go to damage.ok.gov and report their damage there, or can call me.
Spurley told Custer County Commissioners Monday that no major damage has been reported besides damaged power poles. A Weatherford man is due back in Custer County District Court August 13th for a preliminary hearing on a charge of first-degree manslaughter and commission of a misdemeanor. 25-year-old Jonathan David Bridges is charged with shooting death of another person at 406 Texas Street in Weatherford in November of last year. Road work is planned near Weatherford this week, says Custer County District 2 Commissioner Bruce Walker.
We are getting geared up to start reclaiming roads, and basically we use a great big machine like a rototiller that takes a worn-out paved road and makes it a dirt road, and we stabilize that with some soil cement, and we do have a little more rain in the forecast, so that turns a somewhat worn-out paved road into a dirt road. We usually put a little rock on that just for some traction, but once we do that, the people just need to bear with us until we get it covered back up. So we got 2 of those projects, one of them southeast of Weatherford, one of them right west of Weatherford.
Walker says the work will be done along 2420 Road between 1030 and 1040 roads. Work will also be done along 1040 Road between 2420 and 2430 roads. Additionally, crews will be working on 2350 Road between 1010 and 1020 roads. Although Walker says work on the road may not be completed this week, he says the roads will be open for traffic during the repair, but drivers are encouraged to use caution or find alternate routes. We'll have more news coming up next.
Progressive Windows and Doors.
Hi, Jeremy here. Although most windows appear to be equal, there are differences in their performance and function that can greatly impact how they protect you and your home. We have engineered our windows to keep out the harshest of elements while maintaining ease of operation. To see for yourself, come visit our plant and showroom. We are located just 2 miles south and 2 miles east of Fairview on the Isabella Blacktop.
German engineered, Oklahoma built.
Clinton Public Schools Superintendent Nathan Meggitt provided an update on the future new press box at the Tornado Bowl to the Board of Education on Monday.
The initial estimate's $1.9 million. As far as the overall plans, we have visited with the radio station, with Ashley Kelly, with our athletic directors and our coaches, and I think it's going to fit the needs we want. And the ultimate goal is to put something on the other side for opposing teams' radio and coaches too, eventually. And it may just be a manufactured piece that we set on the other side. I mean, it'd be kind of a gym at the Tornado Bowl. Talked to Jody Hall today, and the construction plans have been sent off to the Geotech.
Meggitt says the price could change if additional work needs to be done to make the press box structurally safe due to the structure being built on a hill. Weatherford Fire Chief Corey Selman highlights recent trainings the fire department has completed.
So far this summer, they've been through rope rescue training, structure collapse ops, structure collapse tech, Swiftwater ops, Swiftwater tech. We've actually got 2 guys at Swiftwater tech right now. So this is actually, if somebody's in Swiftwater, for us to jump in and be able to go get them out.
Selman says the department has a technical rescue trailer, which was bought by the Department of Homeland Security. Clinton City Manager Robert Johnston recently provided an update on the project plan to revitalize the former fire station along Gary Boulevard.
Continue to be in conversation and some pre-planning. Zoom call yesterday afternoon, kind of figuring out what we do next once we get the letter. And we'll recollect this is a big phase of the 3-phase project to rehab and get that building back into use. Preponderance of the money is intended to be used downstairs, so some other projected potential uses of the building will be to come.
The city has been awarded more than $650,000 of state grant funding for the project. Johnston says he expects to receive the grant letter near the beginning of July. The 2026 Hemmings Great Race will be coming through Elk City today at the Route 66 Museum. Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Susie Cupp shares more.
We'll have 140 vintage cars stopping at the museum. We'll be feeding them lunch. There'll be one coming through every minute. So really about from, I'd say, 11 to 2. We want to invite everybody out. Just come and meet and greet. They love that. There's a lot to see. They're amazing cars, and the people just love for you to come out and just visit with them.
The Great Race is a Route 66 centennial event where participants travel the Mother Road from Illinois to California. Here's state news, the Radio Oklahoma Network.
News from the Radio Oklahoma News Network. I'm Ann Roberts. The governor expands a disaster emergency executive order to include several more Oklahoma counties after straight-line winds of more than 100 miles an hour. There are still thousands of people across the state without power after yesterday's storms. Anyone who has property damage is encouraged to report their damage to damage.ok.gov. Forecasters say there is a big threat statewide for severe storms again tonight. Well, the OU Sooners are national champions. The Sooners beat the North Carolina Tar Heels last night to take the College World Series baseball title. This is the first national title for the Sooners baseball team since 1994 and the third national title in program history. The final score last night, 13-2. More on these stories at RadioOklahomaNews.com. From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts.
News at 7:30, a service of Progressive Windows and Doors. Coming up next, we'll look at local funeral services after word from Lee Hometown Funeral Home.
Lee Hometown Funeral Home of Clinton is here for you, offering local, compassionate service with true hometown values. Did you know all veterans receive 15% off any service? And if you've already made arrangements elsewhere, we honor and accept all prepaid funerals and cremations from any other funeral home. At Lee Hometown Funeral Home, you can trust that your wishes will be honored by the people you know and trust. Come to Lee Hometown Funeral Home, where the Lee family tradition continues.
Funeral services for 69-year-old Curtis Holman will be held today at 2 o'clock at Ray Martha's Funeral Home in Cordell. Interment will be held at Lone Star Cemetery in Rocky. Funeral services for 82-year-old Louise White Eagle of Hammond will be held on Wednesday at 11 o'clock at the Hammond School Auditorium. She worked as a cook for Hammond Public Schools for 43 years. Burial will follow in the Hammond Mennonite Cemetery under the direction of Lee Hometown Funeral Home of Clinton. Today's funeral notice is a service of Brandon Lee at Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton.